Okay, we'll start the pre-flight with a general overall look at the airplane. Make sure that there's nothing obviously wrong with it. And so far it looks pretty good. We'll come up and the very first thing that we want to do is look in and check the switches, make sure that the mags are off, all the other switches are off. Then we can walk around and just quickly check the prop for any nicks or gouges. And that feels pretty good. So I'll open up the book, get the key, and unlock the door. Be careful not to let the door just fall open against a wing, that could damage it. And open the window for a little ventilation. Before we let the controls loose by letting the seat belt open up, I'm going to go back and check just to make sure that there's no dirt or grit or gravel in this joint here between the elevator and the horizontal stabilizer. Sometimes, whether it's from the wind or another airplane, that can blow some gravel up in there, and it can damage the fabric if you let it loose a little too soon. So, elevator looks good. Well, pop the seat belt and let that go forward. Next thing I want to do, I'm going to check the hobs and the tack times. That should be P98.6 on the hobs to start. And 2270.76. On the tack, today's date is October 19. Put that back in the book. We'll once again make sure that switches are all off. Throttle's off. Alternator's on cold. Mixture is pulled to idle cutoff. Also, the key can go back in the book because we don't need it to operate the airplane. We'll take the pitot cover off the pitot static tubes and put that in a secure place. Check the tire and brakes. Nice brand new tire. Brakes look good. Don't see any leaks in the brake lines. And carefully open up the compartment here. Check the oil level. Nice clean oil. And that is at about 7.5 quarts. That's plenty for this engine. And just put it finger snug. We'll check the fuel drain. Pull that little knob just to make sure there's no water or dirt in the fuel collator. Check the exhaust, that's nice and secure. And we'll go ahead and close that inspection panel. Cowling is on secure. Fasteners are all in place. None are loose. Prop we've already checked. We'll check that again real quick. Landing light, air filter, and no foreign objects in the cylinders. We'll check the other main landing gear. Brand new tire. Brakes are good. No leaks in the brake lines. And we want to check in here and check these fuel gauges. Right tank appears to have about a quarter tank, which is 4.5 gallons. And our other tank is slightly under a half, which would be something under 9 gallons. I think we'll call for fuel. We'll move the tie down. Check our lift struts. They're nice and secure. Wing fabric looks good. Got a little chip there. Nav light, strobe. And we have a nice even scalloped pattern in between the wing ribs. Check for freedom of movement on our ailerons. And they work freely and correctly. We'll check our hinges and gap seals. I'll go ahead and drain some fuel just to check for water. Even though we're going to be putting fuel in, that'll just stir things up. Fuel sample looks good, proper color, no water, no dirt, nothing floating in it. We also have a drain under here. Check. Again, proper color, no water, nothing floating in it. Check our fabric. Deep. One's on the other side. Check our antennas. And our ailerons, our elevators work correctly. Check our trim tab. And our tail wheel. We'll need to get the key back out to unlock the padlock. Check our control cables on our rudder, make sure that they're not binding or wearing on the airplane fabric. And we'll inspect our right wing the same as the left. Ailerons move properly. Upper wing surface looks good. A little bit of rash on the trailing edge of the wingtip. That's been there quite a while, so it's not new. Check our other strobe and nav light. Our other leading edge. And remove our other tie down. Sample of fuel in the other tank, and that fuel looks good too. Proper color, no water, no debris, just what we want.